Hello, followers, and welcome to the hardlightcult. Today's cult creed. Cult discounts apply to all members and family, but please do not share your cult membership card. Now, returning to our realm, Lightbringer, Dakota.
Oh, thank you, a round of applause. Oh, Inquisitor Riser is always here with a wonderful cult creed, always to keep us on the right track, isn't that right? I was wearing my helmet, and I was accosted by children. I went to a new universe. When I got there, a young man came up and he said, "Nice helmet." I said, "Oh, something about the tone that you said made it seem like you didn't like the helmet." He went, "You're a dork." And I said, "Well," and I got right, but you don't respond, right? So I'm not trying to I know if I respond to him, he's gonna just make fun of me even harder. So then I went, "Well, I'm not in the universe I'm from, I'm pretty cool." And he went, "You know who says that?" And I said, "Who's that?" And "Dorks." And then he kicked me right in the knee and left.
Did you convert him?
No, he ran really fast. You do kids.
Huh?
Speed. In a different universe, so it's like you can't even fathom the speed he was moving. It was so much faster than the speeds we're used to. It was like, whoa, like how fast he was.
Rest assured, he will be discovered and his silver cord will be severed.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, you'll know him when you see him. He's got like a little portly kid. Got this little kind of face and voice. You'll know the voice in particular. When he walks up, he'll be like, "Dork," and you'll be like, "Oh, that's the one."
He will be found.
Yeah. Thank you. See, this is why Inquisitor Riser's around. He protects the cult and he takes care of those who need to be taken care of. How's everyone doing today? Are we good? Is everyone happy? Is everyone living their best life and breathing the best air? Have we all seen the things that we need to see and the things that we don't need to see? We're gonna start with some Remnant today. It's gonna be fun. Boom. Started that little attack there at the beginning, right as soon as we started. The cat and the dog decided to have a little moment there. Nothing else is new there. The cat's the cat.
Little Dogo is very particular about her personal space.
And it's hard to tell at this point if the cat's trying to be friendly or if we really don't know. Sometimes she gets near and you can tell she's trying to be sweet and you're like, "Oh, this is good." And then maybe freaks out and you're like, "No, they were almost doing it." And then sometimes you can see the cat's doing that little butt shimmy and you're like, "Stop it." I can tell, you know what she's doing. I'm watching her hunt the dog actively. And it's that is not what we're doing tonight. Our activity that we chose is not to hunt the dog. So please.
They were being real sweet to each other yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes they sleep with each other. That seems like the time that they're friendliest with each other is when it's sleepy time. That's when it's they're good. No more anger. But apparently any time before that, it's on, I need my controller. I don't need my controller. I like my controller better for Remnant. I probably could set up my controller for Hitman, but I'm actually kind of enjoying Hitman with the keyboard and mouse. Hard to believe it's a Wednesday. Wednesday's day.
Wednesday.
You spell Wednesday. What are you doing? Just think of a different day. Call it something else. Middle day. Sorry.
The Humped Day.
I thought Hump Day was always a little inappropriate. No?
I think that's what makes it fun.
Let's all keep our fetishes out of the week. You know what I mean? Not what I'm about here. I just want to enjoy my week, and I know this guy's "Ooh, it's Hump Day." And it's never did like you, Craig.
What a day for humping.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe when the baby boom happened, it all happened on one day. It was right after D-Day, and it was a Wednesday.
That was the hump day.
It was the hump day. All right. Got a little hip hop going here as I was doing stuff. I didn't realize that was. I'm gonna turn off the music because this is our second playthrough of Remnant, so I'm a little less worried about story stuff unless it's something we haven't seen. So I am gonna leave a little music on in the back. If that's too distracting, feel free to give me a shout. Alright, last time we were here, we were testing to see if Nemu had anything extra for us. I think our pistol's good, it just has that one on it. Were we actually using this gun? I think we had just pulled this one out because I was curious to see what it did. I think that was the one we got from the last boss, so I felt like it was maybe necessary to at least try it out. But we were having fun with this one. We'll stick with this one for now, until we get to a boss, I guess. That's why now I remember, that's why we switched out of that one. Maybe... we'll go to the shotgun for now. And we'll see how we're feeling. The Dreamcatcher is still our main weapon. Time to re-roll a campaign. We've re-rolled Adventure before, we've never re-rolled like the whole story. So I'm interested to see what this does. What's this music?
Very cheerful music for this.
All right. Let's re-roll this sucker. Boom. Should we go for a harder one now? Should we go for Nightmare? Ruthlessly difficult, designed for fully geared players with strong builds and a desire for an unforgiving experience.
Do you think your build's strong enough?
No, but I think I can. We're doing the dang thing. Whoa, Narud's my first place. I don't have Ward 13 available right off the bat. Don't you start at Ward 13?
Yeah. I mean, more or less, yeah.
And I guess I'm still at Ward 13 technically. So I guess maybe the implication is this would have been like right after your interaction with Ford. So you've already done all that, so maybe it doesn't, that's probably good. I don't want to go through all the tutorial again, that's good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But maybe that's what that was. I am gonna go check this door over here that's on this far end. I still am curious what the fuck this is. You know what I mean? Is this one that's like near the shipping yard or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't think I found any keys. Maybe I did. If I did, I don't know what this door is. I checked it before, like after we beat the game too, so I guess I was just hoping maybe there'd be something different after we re-rolled. No. Alright. Sure enough. Sure, we'll figure out what that is at some point. Yeah, I guess the reason it's still kind of weird is that I rerolled the campaign, which is like things should be new again, right? Like things should be back to normal. But then it's still like all ashy outside. You know what I mean? Which was like the sign that the end of the game was happening in the last one.
Right.
It's like all the aesthetic changes still all ashy out here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
What can I do?
What can we do for each other, friend? I don't have any money. I don't know why the hell I'm talking to all these people. What's wrong with me? Let's go to Nerud. Let's see what a new playthrough has in live for us. We had done Nerud twice. We hadn't done Nerud 3 times because we were recommended to beat the game first. So I'm really hoping for a new storyline in Nerud. You know what I mean? Like new storyline, one we haven't done before. I'm curious to see our third playthrough of Phelan and Farron's. Because if we don't get Nightweaver again, we have an amulet now that works with one of their rings. So we should have an even stronger build with Phelan. I'm really excited for Phelan's stuff. I'm like...
Nice.
I'm glad we didn't get the castle first again, but I am excited. I also should check. Let's check with our build and make sure we're good here. I mean, I'm still going to go with healing. I just think you'd have to be really good at the game, better than me at least at this moment, that you'd be using these different relics that like... This one on use converts 5 health as gray health to 40 mod power. This one on use increases health regeneration by 5.8, generate 500 mod power for 10 seconds. And then this one grants 11.5 base damage dealt as life steal. So like that one's still health, but not quite. So you still have to be getting hits. That one could be good. This one, I guess I didn't read as closely. I didn't realize that it also does health regeneration by 5.8 and then 500 mod power. So that one could be good, but that is much lower than like this one that on use regenerates 115% of max health over 10 seconds. Movement speed is reduced by 50% and incoming damage reduced by 25%. That's the one I've been using, and it was at 100, but because of those little chip pieces you're seeing on there, that's what gave it up to 115. So like, I think that one's pretty good. I think I'm going to stick with that one.
I mean, 25% reduced damage on its own is pretty significant.
Right, well, then it mixes with my amulet. So the amulet I'm wearing right now is when below 50% health, chance to consume relic on use is reduced by 35%. Final relic charge is not consumed on use, but effect can't be triggered again for 60 seconds. So if you've noticed why I have so many health packs, it's because there's a 35% chance after 50% that it won't even get used. So it's just a free one, and then it never uses the last one as long as it's every 60 seconds that you're doing it. So like that last one you use is always a double.
Pretty good.
So like that one mixed with my relic I think is working good. I do need to adjust my rings. Now that we're in the I haven't played the hard difficulty, but I'm anticipating it being difficult. It was already pretty hard even on the last difficulty. So certain things I'm aiming for. There's 2 other things I have that go with my really strong piece here. I have this ring, which is killing an enemy regenerates 5% max health over 5 seconds. Additional kills increase the duration by 5 seconds, max 30 seconds. And then the black cat band, when taking fatal damage, instead of dying, the wearer's health will drop to 1. The movement speed will increase by 25% for 10 seconds. And then, so those 2 together. And then this one also is it's helpful. Its relic healing effectiveness is increased by 15%, so that's actually what's leading this up to 115 is this ring. So we probably want to keep that one on too. Dying Ember, gain 5% of base melee damage dealt as life steal. That's not bad, but we probably could be using something better. At some point we just got so bogged down with rings that after I chose good ones, I couldn't even focus because there's so many damn rings. My ADD can't handle how many rings are inside this inventory. It's too much. Automatically generate 8 mod power per second. Don't care about mod power. If we're going for I mean, we have a ton of health stuff right now, so I would think I would like something that focuses on sidearm damage because we use our gun or pistol a lot, and we use a lot of melee. So something melee oriented I could see us using. Increases automatic pickup range for scrap by 100%. Picking up scrap iron ammo grants a shield for 10% of max health for 10 seconds. Increase the duration of all status effects applied to the wearer. Duration varies per status. When spending 75% or more of current magazine, gain shield. Increase range. After killing an enemy, increase the cast speed of the next mod skill. Using a skill regenerates 10% of max health. Reloading. Sorry, I won't read through all these, it'll get boring. I'm just trying to find one that seems like it fits. Skill duration, no elemental damage. This one grants 2 stacks of bulwark when below 50% health. That one's actually not bad. We'll use that one for now. Increase skill duration. Max health. Reload within 1.5 rotating spot. Ring of Crisis is not bad either. When wearer's health drops below 25%, gain a shield for 25% max health. That's actually pretty good because our max health is pretty high. We'll go for that one. We have a lot of health-oriented stuff, and then doesn't seem like many things buff our weapons themselves. It seems like the weapons are just themselves pretty buffed. We also are lucky to have, I mean, I won't read through all these perks. We have lots of things that are helpful when I use my Challenger perk, but one of the main things is when receiving fatal damage, the Challenger becomes invulnerable for 3 seconds, regenerates 100% of max health, can only happen once every 10 minutes. Alright, let's see how this build goes. We'll see if the dog ends up being someone I don't want.
Clementine!
The dog I added the first time because it was like, oh, we're doing pretty good, we're pretty beefy, so like the dog will just be a fun little companion to have, but the whole reason we didn't do it the first time is because the dog could not handle the heat. There was too much going on.
Crystal and Ford. Okay. Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
Never can tell what the mood is. Try to pet the cat, scratches your hand a whole bunch, and I'm like, alright. And then you try to pet her again, and then she sprints away, and you're like, okay. And then she walks over, jumps in your lap, like, why aren't you petting me? And you're like, well, you scratched me the first time. Okay, this is looking similar to the last playthrough we did. If I remember, this is where we started last time, correct? Was getting the Seeker's Keys.
This looks important.
But that doesn't mean that we can't play it differently. Every story has also had like 2 storylines. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I didn't even figure out what the second storyline is for the Night Weaver. If there is one, I don't really know if there's different ones for each one. But I think, I guess I helped the Custodian. If there's a way to not help the Custodian, I'll do that.
This place is something else.
Okay, things aren't like too hard. I thought they were going to be like impossible to damage. They seem to be doing okay. Yep, it's you again. Hi.
Impossible.
Not impossible.
Where did you come from? How did you find Nerud? You should not even exist.
It's not nice. Now the cat's watching the TV. She's happy. She likes things moving on screen. Oh, she doesn't like the zombie from the Chromebook app. She's not a big fan of that, Riser. This is that weird ad where it's like, there's like 2 people on a movie set, and then it's like the lady from Fast and the Furious, and it's like, hey, this lady's also playing, like, I guess, like, Fortnite or something?
Your presence creates new interest.
Does the lady in the Fast and the Furious make you want a
I
laptop?
have many questions.
I couldn't tell who that was. It just looked like a
Find
zombie.
my tower within the
No,
wastes
the lady
beyond.
next to her was from Fast
Through
and
a
the
glowing white orb held aloft to the heavens. There, you will find me.
Depending which lady from the Fast and the Furious, she has also been a zombie.
Look for the glowing white orb.
Has she really in what?
Resident Evil.
Is she a zombie in Resident Evil?
Turns into one.
Oh, that's fair. Spoilers. Thanks. I guess I'll never see the Resident Evil series.
It's okay.
I hope I'll manage. Oh, that's too good. I mean, I can't remember. I think she's like Dom's like girlfriend or something. I hate that I know any of their names. I had a girlfriend that was real into Fast and the Furious at one point in her life, and I watched way too many Fast and the Furious movies. I can't remember up to what number, but I watched enough of them that I know Dom's name, and that we needed justice for Han at one point, and I think that lady is like Dom's sort of girlfriend, but it turns out Dom had a kid with like Furiosa.
Family.
Yeah, well then that's the thing, he had a family with Furiosa, but she was a spy, so then she threatens to kill the baby or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I don't.
Yeah, that was in some of the more modern ones. Furiosa's like his like baby mama or something.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then The Rock fights that potato head man. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The one with the mashed potato skull?
Vin Diesel.
No, he fights the other one, the British one.
Jason Statham.
That's the one. And then Mashed Potato Man and The Rock fight each other. And then I think they got like a movie to themselves that was like Mashed Potato Man versus The Rock or something. And I was like, whoa, you'd think a Rock would win, but...
Wasn't it The Rock and like Jason Momoa or somebody?
No, it was Jason Statham. Jason Momoa's in the new one though. In the new Fast and Furious. And he's like the Joker. And not like the Joker, he is the Joker. For some reason, the people who are making the movie are trying to make it seem like it's not like clearly a Joker ripoff. He came onto the set and it's like he was playing this character none of us could have expected. It's like, you mean Jared Leto's Joker? Like, cause it's crazy, he's doing exactly that, except for he knows that everyone hated Jared Leto and everyone loves Jason Momoa, so like, it's a lot easier to sell this on one of these guys.
Hobbs and Shaw was the name of the spinoff.
I remember. Trust me, I hate that I remember Hobbs and Shaw. I know too much about the Fast and the Furious verse. Because, like, originally, because Shaw's The Rock, right? Hobbs is. Or is that.
For now.
Do I have that backwards?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just one guy named Hobbs and Shaw.
No. But I think Hobbs, or whoever The Rock plays, was one of their villains at one point. And then he joins the family. But then, but that's when Jason Statham comes in. He's like, I'm the new bad guy. But now that makes me wonder if Hobbs and Shaw and Vin Diesel are gonna fight Jason Momoa, and they're gonna have a moment where they're like, we have to call our old enemies, even though they're not old enemies because we're only like one movie away. But that's kind of how the Fast and Furious universe likes to play it.
It kind of looks like Idris Elba is supposed to be the bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw.
I thought that was the case. Doesn't he have like superpowers or something? Like, I'm not kidding, I'm pretty sure that's the premise.
Yeah, no, that's what I remembered it being.
I remember because in the preview, at one point, Potato Man says, he goes, he's like Black Superman, and I thought, what are we watching? Like, what is this? This is crazy. Like, who makes these?
Are you ready for Idris Elba's character name?
Oh god, I can't wait, Riser. I literally am on the edge of my seat.
Brixton Lore.
Brixton Lore, that's so good. It means he's bad guy and he's a part of the story. Do you get it? I assume that's spelled L-O-R-E.
Yeah.
Brixton.
Brixton.
I had a feeling. I probably Brixton.
Like a ton of bricks.
Like a ton of, he's like Black Superman with a ton of bricks. Well, I remember because that's when I remember they said he's like Black Superman, and I thought to myself, like, I thought it was just like a turn of phrase, but then in the trailer, the next shot is him like jumping out of the back of like, I think like a semi truck, landing on top of a car and like punching, like he's like wearing like a cyber suit or something like that.
Right.
And like, I was thinking, oh, he's like actually supposed to be a superhero. I was thinking, wait, isn't this supposed to be a Fast and the Furious universe movie, not a superhero movie? Now I'm really lost. I was thinking, what is this? What?
What's the difference at this point?
Oh, I mean, trust me, they are crazy. They're wild. Some of those modern ones really start pushing things like, you don't want to be one of those CinemaSins guys that's like, the physics is all, you know, whatever. I'm not like a physics guy about movies. I'm not a physicist, so who am I to be sitting here judging physics? But boy, some of the adventure scenes are very,
Did they, like, launch a car into space or something?
have they jumped a car into space?
That's something into space, or at least high orbit.
Alright, let's do this.
That wouldn't surprise me.
But I guess high orbit would be space.
That's fair. Yeah, I could see that. I could see them having, like, maybe they're, because they definitely wouldn't, I wouldn't put it past them to have had, like, nukes or something in one of their movies by now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, I could see someone, like, they put a nuke inside Dom's car. The only way is to trebuchet into high orbit. I'm gonna stick with that. I like that. Dom, I think you mean space. I said high orbit. Yeah, space. So I think I watched up to the movie where... No, yeah, I watched up to when Ludacris became a part of the main gang. So not the first Ludacris movie. I think as you pointed out the other day, I think the first Ludacris movie was actually the second one. I think he was in Tokyo Drift.
The only good movie.
I don't even remember the first one. Was the first one a good movie?
I mean, it was pretty basic and low stakes, you know. Some up and coming street racer gets into street racing and street races.
At least it's relatable. We've all been there, have we not?
I don't think there's much like risk other than like a rival street racing gang street racing them.
Well, I mean, that's what most of their stuff is. Isn't that like the whole premise of Fast and the Furious is that like they race for family. It's not about money. They race because they're like, it's for the family and stuff and for honor or whatever. I wish you know what I do take away from the Fast and Furious movies? I wish I loved anything as much as they seem to love racing and cars.
And family.
Well, I mean, I love my family. It's just more the, you know what I mean? They're so like when someone says race for honor, maybe it's just because I was like real into Japanese culture when I was a kid and like I taught martial arts and all that, but like for honor in my head always made me think of like a sword fight. I never thought of two people like driving cars next to each other as like an honorable dispute or a way to solve one at that.
Right.
It just felt, you know what I mean? It's always very odd. I thought to myself, oh, it's for honor, eh? Like, because then it's illegal street racing. Who are you telling about this? You know what I mean? It's not like you're getting on the news. For honor? What do you mean for honor?
For honor among the other street racing crews.
I guess that's fair. They all seem to know each other, don't they? What did they need justice? Did Han die in the second one? Why? Sorry, I really got all caught up on the justice for Han. Why was he... What do we need justice for? I assume someone killed him.
Apparently, he died in Tokyo Drift, but then they retconned it in the 9th movie.
Oh.
9 movies, by the way.
Well, we're way past 9 now. Or I guess it's 10 now, isn't it? Isn't that the newest one?
I don't know.
Isn't
But
it?
evidently, he faked his death.
Oh. Why?
Damn it!
I guess I don't have to guess that hard now that I think about it. He probably faked his death because he was doing illegal street racing and presumably someone wanted to arrest him for it. Like the law. As they often do. I'm sorry that dog upstairs is perturbing you, cat. I mean, what I can really take away is that I guess we didn't need justice for Han. Now I'm even more confused. I guess I thought the justice for Han thing was like on number 9's like poster. That must have been a different poster. Was there maybe there was a Tokyo Drift 2? None of these are going to play safe. Yeah, see, if you type in, like, Dom's girlfriend or whatever, you'll see that lady. You'll see the lady from that zombie ad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dom's girlfriend. What's her name? So I stopped calling her Dom's girlfriend. Letty is the name of the character.
Letty.
Right, what's her name, though? The baby mama was Letty Ortiz, his longtime love interest who he reconnected with in the first movie of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. But that's still not her name. What's her name? Stop giving me, like... I hate when it's, like, giving me stuff that's, like, the wiki of the thing talking about Fast and the Furious like it's real. You know what I
Michelle
mean?
Rodriguez.
Thank you.
He's the one that turns into a zombie in the first
I see.
Resident Evil.
Thank you. I hate when I hate when you find Wikipedia things that are talking about people like they're real, they're from like video games and stuff. Letitia Letty Ortiz is the wife of Dominic Toretto. No, she's not. So what's the actress's name? Jesus Christ. Like,
it's just a cartoon.
well, it's not even that. It's even worse. It's like, it's terrible. At least in a cartoon, I would understand why you need to understand the universe because it's completely made up. This one's supposed to be based somewhat in reality, right? Like they're driving cars that you know and like, why? Stop making me follow family ties for people I didn't care about to begin with. Letty. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. I'm gonna be sitting around just sitting there going, Letty. Letty. It's not a name, Letty.
She's been in a lot of stinkers, huh?
Who, Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah.
You know, you can't judge too many people's videography. Sometimes it's, you know, you have to start in some not great movies, you know how it goes. I'm sure there's some unforgivable ones, but that's everybody, right?
Started and continued in some pretty unforgivable ones.
Come on, hit me. What do we got? If you're gonna hit her with the judge card, we better hit some. You better have some reasons, and you better hit it.
Avatar.
The Last Airbender?
Blue People Avatar.
What's wrong with that?
Blue Crush.
I don't even know what that is. Was that like a cartoon or something?
It's like a surfing movie.
Okay. I mean, I probably should have guessed that.
I don't know what all this is, and I don't want to find out.
She was in Machete.
Machete is good.
Blood Rain, the movie.
I don't know what that is.
That I think it's an Uwe Boll movie based on a video game. Uwe Boll being
I know Uwe
notoriously bad.
I say no Bowl. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of impressed that Uwe Boll was able to get Michelle Rodriguez into something.
Right.
Place full of bugs, eh? We're probably gonna be doing lots of different harder mode stuff, and we play Hitman tonight. Once we beat Hitman 3, I'm thinking we'll go back through Hitman 1 again, but we'll, like I said, I want to get the full masteries because I think that'd be fun, but one of the reasons I'm so good at Hitman right now is I'm still playing on casual. I was thinking about it today, and I was thinking, why am I going through these so fast? It's because there's no security panels. That's why it's been so easy to progress through these levels. So we'll go back to security and make it a real problem.
Here they come.
Is this that weird door I had to kick through? No. Just a weird little broken off path there. Please. Not like this. Hey, Galpin, how's it going? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having an awesome night tonight. missed a chest back here. Go get this chest. Doing good. That's awesome, buddy. I'm so glad to hear that. Playing some Revenant tonight. We'll probably still play some Hitman, but we figured we'd play a little bit, we'd switched up a little bit. Revenant 2 is super fun, and I haven't played it in a minute. I've been kind of itching to get back into it, so it's very fun. If you're confused by anything, feel free to ask questions. This game is a little bit to jump into, but it's really, really awesome. I promise you won't be upset with it. It's super cool. Bugs everywhere, right? Bugs everywhere.
Bugs.
My bug.
Bugs in the recipe.
It's true. I like that. 10 out of 10. God, it's harder difficulty. These guys hit like a truck. Holy crap. How much damage these guys do. I think I'm just not strong enough to be doing melee with these guys yet. I need to be better about using my guns. My guns! Yeah. The dog is also getting his ass handed to him. Every time a slightly strong enemy comes around the corner, he just gets pummeled. I got you, elevator. Let's go. Thank you. Okay. Make sure we use our stomps. I haven't played in a while either, so I haven't used red abilities in a while. Oh, I forgot I have Rampage on here now, not Stomp. Something big's coming. That was our rampage activating. Got a locked door there. We'll be finding that on the way back. Hello, cat. I still hear plenty of bugs.
Damn it!
Ordinary ranged critical damage upgrade, very good, and Illuminite crystal. I think we're handling this harder difficulty okay. We've died, but that's to be expected. I thought I would die more than this. This seems like this will get us back to that door that was locked. So many bugs. I might switch out the mod on my pistol to not be this little bramble one because I think the fire will be very useful here. Although it did appear that the brambles I didn't realize the brambles explode into smaller brambles.
Come on.
Maybe that could be useful. I'll try it out some more before we switch. Whoop. I fell in a hole. Bug. Hardened iron, very good. We like hardened iron and a chest. We'll take all these things and more. Polished skill damage upgrade, very good. I'm liking all these little upgrades that we're finding too. There'll be subtle differences, but they'll end up being big towards the end. Some more robots. Oh, shield robots are a pain in the ass. Ow!
This ain't looking
Wow,
good.
the damage on that was unreal. Good work, Doug. It would appear this facility's like not powered up. Perhaps that's what we'll find down here.
Oh my god, what is that?
Never like water in a video game. That's not a good sign. I see. I kind of remember this actually. If I remember correctly, this is like timed. Go, go, go! See some purple stuff. I remember the first time I stood there for a minute trying to like locate and did not realize the water was already rising, so we're gonna be able to beat the clock a little bit this time. Alright, that's the water starting to rise. Oh, there's one there. We already had whatever that one was. One on the far end there as well. Water is coming up very quick. I doubt I got this one though because it's on the far end. We died in here the first time, so if I can get this one and die, that's fine. Insulation driver, that one is new. I am curious to see what that is. Whoa, getting tight. I think I died down there last time getting whatever that purple one was, so that's good. Alright. Not bad. I think that's really the only thing we needed out of those two areas. Let's check our map, see if there's any areas. Oh yeah, we still got one little place we need to explore over there. Then our new... what was it? Amulet. While Bulwark is active, gain 15% to all damage dealt as haste. Could be very speedy with that one.
Yeah.
Running around speed of light. Got a lot of amulets that we just never used because they weren't right for our builds, but I have considered switching over some of our builds for stuff. We have our lifesteal going, which is pretty good. I mean, really, our amulet's just so good right now that unless I found something like amazingly amazing, I wouldn't want to switch it. It's too good. Must have just ran right past this place. We did. Yeah, little back hallway here. Was it a trait point? Nice. Always take a trait point. We'll use it here soon. I hear buggies. Oh, my objective was successful. Good. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what my objective was there. Apparently it was just turning on that power there. What do we got here? That looks very important. Yes? Oh, this is interesting. So now I'm wondering what this will do. So the thing I was just complimenting that I like, that I said I don't want to switch over, the relic, is the crystal heart, which is what's right here. This is another crystal heart. So I wonder if this will just give us scrap. If it does, hopefully a lot. Or if it would upgrade it, would be cool.
I could use that.
Oh, that's painful. 15 relic dust? That seems kinda low. Maybe it's just me. That seems... seems a little lame for such a good piece that I found. I thought it was gonna maybe upgrade it to like level 2 or something. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that. It's okay, that's why it's just a side area. Back out we go.
Okay, this is it.
Oh, I see. Well, I can tell you for certain I didn't do that the first time we played this. Oh, it like landed over there. So I remember doing that mission the first time. Must have just been so excited I got the crystal heart, I didn't think anything of it. But then we walked out here and there was like an open command that just like launched a rocket out of that tube. Oh, I don't want to go back down, I want to go up. Oh, it's launching another one. Maybe that was just the animation from the first time. Not sure what I should be looking for. I thought I saw one land like kind of close, but again, that could have just been an animation error. I don't know, like it felt like that's, I mean, it's clearly gonna be something, I just don't know what.
That was rough.
I guess I was expecting to find one out here. It did look like it landed, like, just based on the animation, looked like it had, like, landed there, but maybe not. Huh. Don't know what to make of that. For the moment, a mystery. That's where one of our main objectives is. This is our custodian boy. Oh, there's gonna be more people there. We also won't forget to use our trait point. Hello.
Against all predictions, you stand before me, living, breathing, an impossibility made manifest. The Seekers would have wept at the sight of you. How is it you came here?
The floating thing said to come here.
You misunderstand. How did you arrive at Nerud? I detected no other vessels. Alas, only I remain as witness to your arrival. You cannot possibly understand the irrevocable impact your presence would have had on the Drazir. Yet, it is for the sake of the Drazir that I must, reluctantly, divert my attentions. I need your help to save this world. To save Nerud and all Drazir.
Save him from what?
From entropy. I am the custodian, set in charge of this ship and its people. To fulfill my duties, I must acquire full control of Nerud's functioning.
What do you need me to do?
I control all of Nerud save one thing. The core. The Seekers hid it away within their tower, beyond my grasp. The Seekers are gone, but their keys remain. You must acquire these keys and enter their tower. Once inside, you need only shut down the core. I can then do what is needed. It is the only way to save Nerud.
I mean, we'll ask some questions, but shutting down the core is not going to be that easy. Why do you need to access the core?
The core will give me access to the ship's controls. It is the only way that I can save the Drazir.
How will controlling the ship help you?
With control of the ship, I can jump into Ellipsis Torah. I have performed every calculation, and this is the only logical course of action. The only way to save the Drazir.
And what is Ellipsis Torah?
Ellipsis Torah is a supermassive black hole unlike anything else previously encountered.
And you want to drive a ship into it?
It may seem counterintuitive, but my calculations are without error. This is the only logical course of action, and the only way to save the Drazir.
I should get going.
Find the core and shut it down.
Only reason we're not asking about the lady in that is because we have beat the game already, and we know where the lady is. We've already discovered that, so we don't need to do that. But we do want to get some of our new skills. Traversal movement speed, I wouldn't mind upgrading some more, especially because... See, that's where I could see I thought the respecking at first was kind of like, why would I really need that? But then you see it's like, okay, I could respec so that, like, because my guy uses a health thing that makes him 25% slower when he uses it, I could give myself really good movement speed, which I wasn't investing in because I didn't get it till way later. And there was this little area that it took me until my, like, second playthrough to find. But behind him, there's this hole. And this thing can make stuff. Increase acid damage. It's an amulet. I don't have any overheat weapons at the moment. Increases encumbrance by 50%, but increases unarmed damage by 50%. None of those are crazy. Salvaged heart is interesting. Innate 50% use speed bonus. On use heals 34.5 health over 25 seconds and restores 300% current gray health. There's also a melee weapon in here. Might be worth revisiting that. And then we had this where I was confused last time. So below the custodian, I forgot to come back, or actually I didn't forget to come back. We did the Night Weaver playthrough as an adventure mode, so I didn't get to keep the quest items from it. But we'd found this room before, and I wasn't sure what these were. There's these weird little, like, I don't know, they're like keys? I don't know if I meant to be like getting that off the custodian or something, but like the little statue thing was like roughly the same size, and I thought maybe I could put the statue there. But I'm not really sure what this is. There's an item behind this door. And it appears there's something that wants to go there. There's nothing we found, but we'll search again this playthrough and see if we find anything. New material, escalation circuit. Interesting. Maybe that wasn't there the first time. Maybe I just didn't find it the first time. That looks like a boss material, something that makes a mod or a weapon. That's kind of interesting. What's on this side? Nothing on this side. Maybe that's why I didn't search the other side. I thought I searched them both last time, but it's also possible I didn't see that little drop down. That's why it's good to replay sometimes. We'll keep our eye out for a weird little key thing that looks like it fits there. Looks like a, I don't know, like a flash drive or something. Now I'm very interested. We'll head back to Ward 13 too. It's a new crafting material. That also might be the thing that we need. Maybe whatever that is like really expensive to create, but it creates the thing that opens that door. That'd be cool. We have had nothing that creates keys so far, but you never know. First time for everything. Little baby dog sleeping under riser. Cutie.
Maybe it being New Game Plus unlocked more things to craft.
Oh yeah, possibly. Let's see, this is the lady that's always mean.
You're back.
I'm back. Oh, you weren't
What
that
did you
mean to me
bring
that time. Defrag we already had, energy wall we had. There we go, it's overflow. Imbues ammunition with shock. Okay, I guess we've kind of been waiting on that. We have a few different craftables that we haven't made yet from different bosses we beat.
We're finished.
And because we were spending so many of our Luminite crystals on upgrades, we weren't really worried about spending it on new weapons. Nice. As much as I can upgrade the shotgun, I'm gonna go for it. Whoa, I think I might have fully upgraded the shotgun.
Take care, my friend.
Yeah, it looks like at plus 20 they're fully upgraded. So 180 and 165 are the damage on those two. So if we start finding stuff that as we're upgrading is going higher, we'll probably end up switching out those weapons. We don't have a ton of materials and stuff yet. We weren't that far into that mission, so I was just curious to see what that was. We can go back to the Ascension Spire. We need to go look for more of the keys now, more of the Seeker's keys.
Okay,
I think this way is the way to go.
this isn't looking good.
But it's also good. We appear to be finding more stuff on this playthrough. And we'd already known we missed stuff, like, because we didn't find whatever that key was. But we did activate whatever those rockets were this time. Maybe those rockets we activated had something to do with that. Alright, we've seen a lot of those little robots, but not many of the big guys. There's our... I still don't think we figured out what these dumb things were either. They make beepy noises when we hit them, and... we seem to find like 3 or 4 of them whenever we go places. I heard a loud noise there. Did something spawn in or summon? What was that? Oh, hey, it's one of the rocket things that we activated. Oh, pick that thing up. Okay. Oh. Sure. That did not clear much up for me. I don't know. Okay, so this is the main door. I'm not going to worry about putting in the key yet until we have the other 3 keys, but that's where we're headed back to for the main thing. We should also re-ridge back around the stuff we've already done to get those other boxes now that we know they actually do have a reason. Although we still don't really know what the reason is. Huh. It's certainly interesting. Maybe that key thing is inside one of those boxes. Maybe if we go back to the place where we launched that rocket from, where those things appear to be picking up now, maybe they bring those back and like they've opened them or something. Because like the first 2 playthroughs we were messing with those too, and we had no idea what they were. I thought they were like, because they make loud noises in some of the big sandy areas. Once we get deeper into the like labs, there's like humans that have been turned into these like weird zombie things. And sometimes the zombie things are out here in the wild. And I thought maybe it was supposed to be like you hit them and then the beacons would attract the zombie people to come and attack you. But now that we know that's not the case, I am very interested as to what they do. There's another one right there. Take care of these guys. You following us now? Things got real hinky there. Looks like it's still picked up the box. Nice. Oh. It's the nice part about Remnant. I like that when you die, it's not like, you know, when you die and you have to run back, which sucks, but it's not like the end of the game for you. It doesn't punish you like eternally for it. God, it's just these big robots that are doing some unreal damage. The little guys aren't doing that much, whereas the shielded guys are dropping at me and is doing like 75% of my health.
Gonna feel that later.
Oh, the dog fell. It fell in the same-ish area where that thing got picked up. I thought it dropped like a person, and I was like, oh, did I miss a person that got dropped out of that last thing that got picked up? But that was looked. A lot of them. Trumpets. Earn themselves that heavy key press, eh?
Let's see. No, this ain't good.
A lot of them. Why? How? Oh, luckily a lot of loot from that, but geez. Like again, maybe that was because of the beacon that happened? Or whatever those things are. Not, maybe they sound like beacons, I guess I don't really know what they are.
Here they come. There's an elevator over here. This place is interesting. Trying to hit them too. It's not like on the. Usually things are kind of in the corners. This one's like in the center. Make sure there's no more of those beacons nearby. Don't want to miss any. Let's see what's going on down here. This isn't looking good.
A lot of bungees. We're not getting any zombies this map. Not the most useful room. Although, interesting enough, one of our keys is through a door down here. That door right there is a mission door. We're just gonna hit it and then come back out. I just want to hit it so we get the crystal and then we can just fast travel to that location instead of running all the way back through this. Try to remember the name best I can.
Apparently those beacons are activated by a dungeon.
Right, so that's what I think I did that dungeon.
With a, like, rocket ship outside of it?
Yeah, and then I launched them. That's what that whole last bit we were just doing was me saying that we launched a rocket ship and we did a side mission and before we didn't were you there for all that? We did everything. We did that. Yeah, I launched the rockets. I know how they're acting. Now I'm wondering what they do.
They should be loot.
What do you mean loot?
Or chests.
Like I have to go back to the rocket ship place now? That's where it's taking them?
I'll let you know when I have something concrete.
Okay, because they're not like opening when the thing picks them up, which is what we've been sitting here theorizing this whole time. Is it taking it back to the rocket ship facility, or is it taking it back to, you know what I mean? Okay, that looks like that's all that was down here. Looks like there's a second story of the facility we'll check out. I guess not. I guess it's just showing like the upper ring of that place. Yeah, okay, no, we went on it. Just a weird way it's like structured, looks odd. Very good, moving on. Okay, and this is like completely like tucked in here, very weird. Now if we go back this way, let's go check the rocket facility. Put an end to this confusion. I hear ya. That's the rocket ship facility right there. Okay, let's see. Maybe it drops it. Oh, there are those like little ports down at the bottom. I bet it's dropping it down in those. It is. Scrap, 745, pretty good. Hardened iron, 14. A lot of enemies on our ass here for a second. I need to clean that up. Very good. Galvanized resupply band. New ring. Increase ammo pickup, that's like whatever. Difference engine, new amulet. While shield is active, gain 20% damage and 15%, 1.5% of base damage dealt as lifesteal. That was actually not bad. Ooh, a new gun. Star shot. Dang, those little loot things are definitely worth picking up. I can't believe I missed that the first time. Super weak on the damage, obviously, because it's nowhere near the upgrade, but it's got a unique ability, Big Bang. Funnels all current mod damage charges into the next shot. Projectiles deal 65 direct damage and explosive damage, 65 explosive damage per charge consumed in a 6.25 meter radius. What? Wow. I don't know why that sounds like very complicated. Probably not as complicated as it sounds. It's gonna be, I doubt this is gonna be fun to use while we're on such a high level, but man, if we find any more of those little pods, that was a very valuable loot pickup from that side mission. Holy moly. And the new gun kind of looks like a bubble gun. And it makes a really silly noise. Kind of sounds like how laser guns sounded in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. yeah, it does like no damage right now because it's so low level. I just want to see what the Big Bang thing does. We killed the guy with it. That's more than
Great.
some of the guns
More
can say.
bad news.
Okay, as guns. Goofy. Bye, weird rocket ship. If I find any more treasure chests, I'll give you a shout. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're at a high enough level, that particular like ability could be pretty devastating, but again, with how good our gun is, it's hard to argue with at the moment. The biggest issue with this gun, high damage but low magazine size. And kind of a slow reload, so I wouldn't mind having something a little faster, maybe something automatic. Alright, well that's good to come back here. Let's go hit that big tower thing out in the distance. That might be another place to go get a key, so we might just be hitting 2 key areas right in a row, but also could just be another side area.
Okay, this is it.
Ah! Remember, you guys could just leave me alone if you really wanted. Oh, I see. The big smokestack is that little place that we went down into just before where I said this place is like cut off. That's like a part of that facility. Okay. Let's go further this way then. Oh lordy, let's stop shooting me so much. Jesus. That's not how friends treat friends, yeah? Dog, I don't know what I would anticipate you to be doing right now, but just try to do more of it, okay? Jesus. Okay, I think we need to fight back. We're getting a little too tacked in here.
I'm in trouble.
No such luck there. Oh, there was a big guy back there. That's why I'm doing that laser. I see now. It's like, geez, it's doing so much damage to me. They're really scrubbing my pot, is what I was thinking to myself. I'm gonna switch back to my stomp. It is a little harder to use with these flying guys, but it'd just be my rage one was better when I was over leveled for the things.
Ain't looking good.
Yeah, what is doing this damage? Unreal. Unreal. Dude, just gotta keep it moving. That's where we died last time. There's a strange door there. Appears to not be powered. Needs a key of some kind, maybe? I see a checkpoint out there. Is this just the main key door? And that was like a way long... Yeah, it was. Love that. Luckily, we can Let's see who followed us this far out. Yeah, a lot of them didn't come this far. Oh, it's a space ghost, tech ghost. So let's go get that next key, which was at the hatchery. That sounds like bugs. Does that sound like bugs to you, Riser?
Sure does.
Sure does.
Sure does.
I'm scared of bugs. Is you scared of bugs?
I don't like the bugs. I wouldn't say I'm scared.
Just not a fan. You're just not like a big proponent of them.
Distrusting.
It's an earned distrust. Then you try to jump on you and bite you a whole bunch. Alright, so let's do it. The hatchery. Nice. What that? Nice, that's what I'm talking about. So those are the things that we can do. So if possible, I'm going to try and see if we can leave this dungeon with that key. I've been really bad about leaving dungeons with the keys, because I just always assume quest items are for that place. But just like we found that vault door where I just said, oh, that's one of those vault doors that, like, you need a key for, we might be able to take this key out of this dungeon after we're done with it. So I'm going to do my best to hold on to it if possible. Again, it might not actually let me take it out of the dungeon, so who knows. There's a chest over there, we don't want to miss that. Lots of wet, slithery sounds, that's not good. Got our dog handler up to 9. Almost full level with dog handler. We might switch perks after that one. Nice, got another perk or trait point right there. Nice. New Game Plus are always fun, aren't they? I enjoy New Game Plus sometimes more than I enjoyed my first playthroughs. Know what you're doing, a little more intuitive when you explore.
guess that's over.
Doesn't sound over. I think there's still, like I say, there's nothing right behind us. Dog, kill. What is it that we're looking for here? We had a door with a key behind us at the beginning, and then there's like this huge side route, but I haven't seen there's a ton going on with this big side route. What is this? Here's our trait point. I think we'll go for... Got a lot in stamina regen, so we'll keep going for movement speed, which will also be good because we're exploring a lot faster now. Help cut down on our exploration time a little. Okay, I guess that was just like one huge ass back area. I don't know what that was for.
Can't carry any more.
I felt like that shouldn't just be that big for nothing, but... Ah, but maybe this is... So this is where I think it fooled me last time. So... There was one I did in one of the first playthroughs where I used a key because I found a door that was like right next to me at the beginning. And then I explored and I got all the way to the end of the dungeon that was like actually really hard. And there was another door with a key. So now I'm remembering you can't take those keys back. And I remember the game like kind of tricked me. Like, it's not like I got something bad for going through the first door, but it was clear that like had I waited and known there was another door, I may have gotten something better. I'm also noticing there's more to explore here, so we're gonna... Let's see, there might be another door here. I'm not gonna waste the key yet. This doesn't look like that area. The area I remember was like a big, like, factory. It was like a bunch of these big, like, mechanical spider arms, like, building, like, robot, or they were building the pods for those, like, zombie guys. Want to get this chest? A lot of bugs in this place. Called the hatchery, I can't be too surprised, I guess. More flies.
Oh, this ain't good.
Nice. Whoop, fell in a hole. One of the good and bad notes of Remnant. Don't like lose your souls or whatever, so it's like, you know, it's like you fall off and you die and you have to restart a checkpoint, which it's annoying, but it's not like you lost a ton of things. It is
All right,
it is a little annoying that it's not just like Jedi where like, you know, yeah, if you die, you die, but if you fall off an edge, you just lose a little bit of health and it re-puts you back up. I'm pretty sure even some of the Soulsborne games, I think Elden Ring might kill you when you drop, but maybe I'm remembering Bloodborne or something that I feel like it gave you a re-advantage to like, you know, you fall off an edge, that happens.
I'm in trouble.
And then you go down, trying to find a way back to that part of the facility. Luckily with these guys, the robots when they stack up are tough because they're all flying, and my guy doesn't have a ton of advantage there. The stomp is a good advantage with the bugs. They're all on the ground, so if they stack up, they can clear them out usually. We want to go up this door over here. And we're right back to where we were. Bring this up a little.
Uh-oh. This ain't good.
Stop hitting me. Where's my dog? There he is.
That was rough.
It was rough, but it wasn't the worst thing we've ever gone through. Scrap and hardened iron. Find a decent amount of scrap for upgrades. Good.
Oh,
Okay,
what's
it's a
that smell?
boss door? Like, again, now we're... I'm definitely holding on to this key. I'm saving it for wherever that weird outside door was that was just, like, alone. You know what I mean? That was weird. That was just, like, out in the wild. It's like, that's clearly going to be something good. So, like, and it wants me to, like... Again, it wants me to use the key. It's trying to trick me again like it did that first time. It's okay. I like it. I like when games kind of, like, lie to you sometimes and kind of trick with you, like, oh, did you use that key? Did you even consider there'd be one at the end of the hallway? And I was like, I didn't. Like, no, I hadn't. Now I'm not touching my key. Now I'm not using it on that because we already got what was in that room too. I remember that room. That's back at the beginning, so I know that one. I'm real excited. This boss though, if I'm looking at this map, I'm pretty sure this is the fucking fly, and this boss is so hard. I hate this boss. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not like, hey, like, oh, I'm gonna complain. This boss took me a few times because his mechanic's funny. He like re-bloats up these big flies and he fights with them, and you keep thinking that you need to kill these giant flies that are flying around shooting you, but you're actually trying to shoot the little blue bug that's like running around on the ground. Don't worry, we're going in. Just take it a second. Watch me be completely wrong. Walk in here and it's like the big meatball looking one. There's that one that looks like Meatwad and Frankenstein mixed together. Okay. Yes, this is definitely that one.
Come on.
This is our first boss on hard mode as well, so... There he is.
I'm out.
Got him.
out in the open for a minute. Pay attention to where that blue one goes. I don't want to keep wasting my ammo on this guy if he doesn't go into that guy. There he is. Jumping on me. Run. This one's almost dead. It would be nice if you jumped into that one. Something tells me you won't. He's gonna jump into a completely fresh one. Wow.
All left.
The dog is doing very well at handling the guys on the ground. There we go. Nice thing about both of those stomps. We need ammo for sure. Throw some ammo real quick. Spending, not picking much up. Okay, I think we're full on shotgun ammo. Nice, we down the blue bug one. Here he comes. Slow him down with a mod. Trying to run, but he's super slowed down. That was amazing. Slow again. Got him.
Okay. I can't believe I killed that thing.
Yeah, he's a tough boss fight.
Clementine have come this way.
We are on the harder mode as well, so that's part of it. But yeah, that one was hard for me even the first time.
Pretty sure that thing would be dead if she did.
I can't stand bosses that run midway through their boss fight to go somewhere else while you have to focus on little guys.
Right.
It's one of my least favorite boss mechanics. Just stay and fight. Don't be a coward. I see Rykard running away halfway through his fight, being like, "Oh, deal with these guys instead." Like, no. A real boss fights you to the death. But that did lead to our next Seeker's Key, which is pretty dope.
I have never known defeat because I always run away.
That's true.
I mean, it is true though. That's why they're getting away with this, because they're running. They're
This
little
looks
babies. And I'm not saying you have to be like Rykard. Maybe you should. There was this thing last time too, which I found very peculiar. This was just off to the side. Doesn't this look like a teleporter or something? Doesn't this look like this should be something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels very, like, out of place. It feels odd. I don't know. And do I still have my key on me? Indeed I do. Yes, I am quite interested by this. It would lead me to believe that there is, in fact, going to be something neato behind that door. Okay, this dropped us off on a new planet, so this is, or not new planet, but new area of the planet. Let's hit this checkpoint real quick. Timeless Horizon is where we're at now. We just want to head back to... I couldn't tell you where that door was off the top of my head. I kind of remember it being off to the right side here, kind of near the threshold of the unknown. Try there first. Actually, might be that thing right there. It certainly has like stuff over it too. It's got like lights and all that. Okay, that key didn't work there. Which means there's another entrance that gets us into that. Presumably whatever's back here. I presumed wrong. Interesting, I wonder how you get into that door. It's got an elevator up, so there's some place... I mean, again, it must be, I would imagine, near. Admittedly a little confusing. Don't do this, guys. That's not what we're here for today. I was gonna fast you. Sorry, I was running a thing on check. The other reason I think that was weird is there was like a weird little outcropping of map that looked funny when I was over by that side, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was kind of a glitch. But now that I can't get in there and I don't see another path in, you notice right over here on the map, it appears that there's like a slope down, almost like it's going into a different part of the map right there. But like if you look down there, it's clearly just like a
Big old hole. Perhaps these rocks have something to do with it? I have not ascended many of the rocks. Usually because it's just supplies up there. Not that I don't need them, but like, it's not 100% worth our time. Mayhaps there is something worth our time up here that I did not discover. Doesn't look like I can go any higher than that. I don't know what to make of that. The only reason I'm running back, I figure we'll go hit a crystal that's near the beginning, just in case we can find any more of those loot cases. It looked like there was one more little slot that needed to be filled, and if I remember, there was one more little pee-pee coffin thing near the beginning. Really tacking into the dog. Leave him alone. Sorry, I couldn't meet that time. We were running. I didn't want to die. Alright, we might have to stop for that big boy. Feeling strong, feeling tough. Also, that was a pretty long distance we covered. Not as many of those robots could cover that distance as others. Looks like only about 3 or 4 actually tagged along. There was probably about 10 or 12 behind us at one point. What you can and can't jump on in this game are very indiscriminate, it feels like. Okay, I think we've done pretty good about finding everything. Pretty thorough. Because then there's the beginning. This is where I thought maybe we found one of those little beacon things like pretty close to just outside of here. Maybe we already came back and got it. I think we did good. I think we were pretty thorough with this place. Now there's a lot of robots on us. Guys, just get out of here. Does this seem like a great place to be hanging out? Okay. Don't think we missed any of the stuff there. I feel like we were pretty thorough at that place. Now we can go hit, what was it, Timeless or... Yeah, Timeless Horizon. See what's popping there. Nothing that way. Oh, we got a trait point. I'm enjoying having higher movement speed. I'm probably going to continue to move that up. Now this one I have a feeling we're going to start getting humanoids. That's where the zombie people are going to start coming through. Speak of the devil. Now I'm just gonna try and be good about traversing the rocks so we don't have to come back to areas. Oh, there's something up here. Oh, I must have already gotten that one. Apparently I had that same thought process when I came here the first time, was, oh, maybe I should be more thorough about jumping on rocks. Oh boy, how did I forget that I'm purple, guys? My favorite. Some very unpleasant noises. I think the slamming is what I'm hearing, but I think that's part of whatever this like drill thing is here. Facility feels very confusing. That music feels kind of epic. Ah. No, epic music usually means something. He's very hyper-focused on the dog, which is his mistake. Nice. Gotta get those luminite crystals when we can. It's probably the most valuable upgrade piece. Although luckily it appeared after I beat the game. The one lady, not Clementine, but whoever the other lady is that was like our friend at the beginning. She sells luminite crystals now, which is pretty good, so. We'll go back over there. Or that's the beginning, I think. interesting. Hello, Nougat. Newly appointed VIP Nougat. Welcome to the live cast. How are you today? Starting off with a little remnant. Having a good time running around. This is our third playthrough on Nerude, so we're getting lots of extras. We're also discovering more and more every time we play. We activated some rocket ships this time. Didn't know what those did. Turns out they like pick up little loot boxes that gave us a new gun. Oh, there's a hole that goes in the facility. Or is this just a drop down to the first floor? Nothing. VIP, of course, thank you. You've been a welcome part of our live cast. You've been an awesome part of our channel, so VIP feels like an understatement. I do remember this checkpoint now. I remember thinking this checkpoint felt really random. There must be some place in here that I'm still missing, because I don't know why there would be a checkpoint out here. Maybe it's just in case you get smashed by one of these things. Chest there. Purple guys. That was very noisy.
Come and get some.
Let's get over to the other side of those rocks, which appears to be this elevator. I've got audio only. I'm out on my property taking a break. And my mobile net is Australian quality. Well, that's alright, yeah, you're always, I figure a lot of people just listen to us audio anyway. Sometimes it's, you know, we're kind of the same way. Most times when people are live casting, I'm trying to do some work on the side, but I want to be supportive and send chats and watch and stuff, so a lot of the times I'm just kind of listening, and I think that's why I like your live cast so much. You're really good about talking about, like, what you're doing, and, like, you're very good at keeping dead air from happening, which I appreciate, so if I'm ever listening to you, I feel like I don't ever want for words or sound. Game audio is a little high? Yeah. Here, let me turn it down a little. Thank you. It does get a little loud during the action sometimes, that's no doubt, no doubt. Let me know if that works for you. Little bunny's trying to attack me, that's not very nice. Oh. Good, I like finding treasure, but I don't understand why there's so many side places that are just nothing. Oh, there's a door. Is this just a side door, or is this a story door? That's the real question. Take a peek. I probably should hit that checkpoint first, yeah? And now I'm kind of excited to start doing upgrades at Ward 13, because it's like, I think we're gonna, I don't know, I think we'll start getting like some of these side weapons up to like some real damage now, instead of just using the main weapons that we've been kind of recused to. I've been digging my swale by hand with a shovel. Great workout. What is, how long does it take to dig out swale? Is it big? Is it something that takes a lot of time to, like, unearth?
How goes it, friend?
You know? Is it like cutting aluminum? Is it, you know? Every time I sit down, I see another cubic meter of soil I want to move. I know that feeling.
So long.
Oh, we don't have a ton of luminite crystals still. We have more money. The only thing I might do, I might respec with this guy just because I'd been considering. Might be fun to respec. We didn't know what we were doing the first time around, so it might be a good idea to just like turn around some of our stuff. I wouldn't mind switching out my melee as well. It's not that I don't like it, but I feel like the time stop ability is only useful with the gun right now because we're not strong enough with melee to be taking on the newer, harder difficulty. I didn't expect it to ramp up so much. Even just the regular guys are doing like some pretty unreal damage to me.
Traveler.
Traveler.
I knew you'd say that.
I know. You don't even wear shoes. How am I supposed to trust? Oh. Oh yeah, so that was one of the weird things. I don't know what this does. When the last guy... Well, it depends on how large your swale is. I think I've moved about 5 meters square. That's not squared, that's 3'd. Whatever a 3 is, Riser. Over the last 3 days. That sounds like a lot of dirt and a lot of swaling. Is that what you call the act of swales? Swaling? Because I would. What you doing over there, Riser? So that thing that I'm hovering over? When I killed the boss, that was one of the things he dropped at the end, the last boss. Was the broken compass. It cost 5 luminite crystals, so we wouldn't be able to respec. But I'm kind of curious. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Oh, and I guess I do have enough to do that as well. Sweet.
Goodbye, traveler.
The Orb of Undoing, so that one we'll do first because we know what it does. Whoa! I have 61 trait points available. That's pretty good. So first, we obviously want our health up. I would like my movement speed to be higher because our health regen thing makes us move very slowly. I love Siphoner. The lifesteal stuff has been very useful to us. Let's do endurance, just because we probably want to be able to move. We'll at least get that like halfway up. Five cubic meters. Yeah, holy moly, cubed. Oh, I did say it right the first time. I was okay. Oh no, I said squared, didn't I? And just about another 1 meter cubed to do. Holy moly, man, you're working so hard out there. And is it really hot there in Australia right now? It's been so hot out here in the United States. They're not everywhere. I mean, maybe it has been, but like we don't live in a hot state, and it's been like 100 degrees every day here. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's winter on the southern hemisphere right now.
Oh, he's been disconnected. I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'll wait till you get back. What'd you say, Razor?
It's winter on the southern hemisphere.
Oh, so it's cold where Nougat's at?
As cold as Australia gets.
I guess that's fair. Does it get cold in Australia, Nougat? Put into Scholar actually a lot, so then whatever our next trait we take over, we should get really fast. Evade distance, I did enjoy having higher. I didn't think it would be something we'd enjoy, but it actually is pretty good. And then what was footwork? Aim movement speed I liked. We'll have a little bit into stamina regen. A little bit into weapon handling. Let's do about halfway move into bloodstream. I think that should be pretty good. Does it tell me how much it's increasing those things? Oh, I see. And I think the biggest thing, it's hard to see exactly what the points are doing right now. I think once we see it though, we'll be able to see that that changed our... I mean, in particular, do you already see how much faster we're moving? Wow, my... Gotta go fast! The screen can't even keep up with me anymore. The graphics card is like, what'd you do? Boom, 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 boom. Sprint down those steps. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Running. Oh, backhead it's buffered a little bit. Thank you for the lurk, Nougat. I appreciate you very much. Yes, I do. We move like almost normal walking speed with our handling now, which is good. And we can move pretty accurately, so we should be good in there. What is this compass? What was that? What did we do with that, you know? Oh, no shit. That's pretty good. I think the Orb of Undoing is a permanent thing. I think I can just respec anytime. You feel?
Yeah.
That's like pretty impressive. Instead of having to spend a larval tier or whatever, like every time you're doing something, just do whatever.
Where did you get that?
That's the guy at the top of the tower. The
Oh, okay.
dumb guy that's always like, "Whoa, I knew you'd be here." It's like, there's only 6 of us in town, so like, you know, you'd have to be a real idiot to not know I was gonna be here. But yeah. See how many cool weapons we have that we haven't got to use? I kind of want to get this Nightfall long gun up. Same with the one we got from the last boss, Alpha and Omega. Where is this compass, though? Where did this go? Is that... I was just about to say, is the compass a skill? It is. So the compass is Explorer. Archetype is Explorer. So you get the perk Lucky, grants a 10% chance to spawn additional items and rarer drops when defeating strange or stronger enemies. Increases all movement speed by 2%. So it's like, it's definitely one that like you lose the dog, so I would lose like a pretty good buddy. But his first one is Planeswalker, increase movement speed by 20%. Oh my god. And reduces stamina cost by 80% for all allies. That one's pretty good. New trait, Swiftness. Oh, and that unlocked a new trait for our skill points. Swiftness here. And every time we go up a level, our movement speed goes up again. That's ridiculous. I don't even know if our graphics card handle how fast I'm walking. Like, I walked down those steps and it looked like it was going to explode. You know what I mean? I did not expect the I thought the compass was going to be a key for that door by the boats that we were looking at the beginning. I thought maybe it would be like some sort of like it would form into a key or something. It'd get like melded down or something. I did not expect it to be a class.
Yeah, neither did I. Seems like it's got good effects though.
Yeah, well, and it's like it appears that it has good like kind of like, what do they call that when it's an effect that just happens in the background? Passive.
Yeah.
It seems like it has good passive effects, so I think I'll be a fan of it. I am going to switch out it is the strongest right now, the Dreamcatcher, because it's what we've upgraded the most, but it's really not that far ahead of the Gas Giant that I was using. And quite frankly, the Gas Giant is just way more devastating. Has poison damage, it's slower, but then its jump back X move where it makes this poison cloud on the ground is ridiculous. Oh, it didn't do it because I haven't hit people. If I go over here and... Oh, I brought up the food swap stream with my family at dinner, and my wife said I have to do it. Oh, awesome. Not only that, but I have to do it with my son and promote his YouTube channel. Hell yeah. We'd be happy to. The idea, I'll message you privately about some stuff, just because some of it's some marketing stuff that I want to go through with you, and stuff that is, you know, behind the scenes for, like, channel production and channel management, but... Not that I'm like telling you how to manage your channel, just things that I would like us to do when we both get our videos done. But I was actually just putting your order together earlier today, and Riser's writing you out like descriptive notes of what all the things are that you're receiving. So it's also awesome to know that if your kiddo's doing it with you, we can include some stuff for the kiddo as well. Riser. We can include like, I don't know, maybe some like, there's just more candy and stuff. We can put in more like chocolates and stuff. We'll make sure we put something in for your son as well. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome, Nougat. We really appreciate you, buddy. Trust me, we're one of the first things when I was thinking about doing collabs, just because I think that's important for channels to try and do. It's like, you don't just collab with anyone. You collab with people that you like, people that have like really awesome channels, people that you like, you look up to, and it's like, first one that came to our mind was you. We wanted to make sure that if we were going to do anything that lifted us up, we wanted to have you. Set up your old droid cam again. Get my old mobile cam going.
Hey!
Yeah, let me know. And you know, one of the things, me and Riser were talking about a little bit, you know, one of the big things for me is I want it to look real good on your side as well, because it's promoting my channel. So if you find that you don't like the way the droid cam looks, let me know and we can see what we can do about a webcam. Innate double use speed on use. Innate double use speed. Does that just mean use of anything else that is not that relic?
I would imagine so.
Because that's what its activation is. So you activate the relic and it says innate double use speed. Does that mean reloading? Does that mean shooting? What is that? You know, use is such a broad term.
I would imagine any like consumables or like your dragon hearts and stuff.
Right.
You just use those twice as fast.
Hey, and what the hell? I thought this lady sold Luminite shards. Why are there not Luminite shards here anymore? There were Luminite shards here when we first came back. What the hell? What?
I'll
Why
be
do you
there
not?
when you get back.
Well, great. You can be here all you want. You don't sell Luminite.
Back again.
Crazy old southern bastard. Oh yeah, we forgot to do a southern accent for Nougat. So I was even just thinking about the last time you were coming in, and I was thinking, man, how am I going to do a southern accent? The hardest part about southern accents is that each part of the South actually has different accents. So like there are some parts of the South that sound like,
Well, you take care now.
I think there's like, the place I come from, Georgia, is kind of known for the what you would call the Southern Belle Southern. So the my Lanta, you know, that kind of, I've got a case of the Vipers. Like that's more Southern from where I'm from. But like as you get further towards the West Coast, you start getting more in that panhandler Southern, where they start doing that. Well, howdy y'all. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And is that why you is the way you is? You know what I mean? It's like as soon as you start getting further from the west. Now, the further east you go, it's less and less legible. So it becomes like Creole. At some point, Creole is not even a language; it's just an accent. People say it's half French, half Southern. It's a lie. It's all gibberish. They turn to you and like, they're like, wow. Like if you've ever seen King of the Hill, Boomhauer, I had like 5 people in Georgia that were my neighbors that were Boomhauer. Like legitimately.
Interesting. Boomhauer isn't Creole.
No, he's not, but he wasn't Creole. No, that's like just some Southern drawl. He's got like that heavy drawl, and you only get about every third word. So they're like, hey, don't be with the cat. And you're like, he either asked me to kill his cat or feed his cat. I'm not sure which one it was. I'm going to feed him first, and then if he gets mad at me, then I'll go throw it out the door. You know what I mean? I don't know what he wants from me. It's the Southern dialect. It's heavy. You're from Texas, aren't you?
Yeah.
What is the Texas Southern accent like? I guess I've never had to pin you down.
I mean, I feel like I struggle to kind of pinpoint the Texas accent. I feel like it's more, I don't know. I hesitate to say like normal because everywhere kind of has its own accent, but Texan is pretty, I don't know. There's not a lot of flair to it.
That's fair. I mean, I remember like a big thing. And where's my 5 minutes of Creole redemption, right? That's what we need. Walking around, everyone's asking John Marston for help, but no one knows what he's saying. Everyone walks up and they go, John Marston, stand by. And he goes, right? And he's like, do you need help with something? And they go, I don't know. Like in an inflective tone, so he's starting to read it like, oh. Like, I can tell you right now, the one that bugged me the most about being in the South is that Southerners love their accents so much, they will go out of their way to say words wrong or make up words. So, like, I'm from a part of the South that's kind of dirty South, and they make up stuff. So, like, my grandma doesn't call haircuts. So, like, if you hear her on the phone, she goes, what time's yo diddy? Nancy, what time's yo diddy? That's haircut. What is ditty? How does that mean haircut? What time is my ditty? That sounds like a dance. No, not in the South it doesn't. What time is yo ditty? You know what I mean? That's a big one. And a big one is like saying things like can't incorrectly. So you can't do that. Can't. It's got an I in it. You can't do that. My dog ain't gonna like that one bit. You know what I mean? Dog has a W in it. Dog.
It's very Georgia, yeah.
You know what's really funny about it, though, is that people think you're messing around, but one of the most common misspellings in the South is dog, because you learn to spell phonetically, and because their accent does have it, one of the most common misspelling is D-A-W-G, dog, because that's how they say it. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, there's no I in oil. It's oh. I failed a spelling test when I was a kid because my dad had such a thick Southern accent that when he was giving me the spelling test and they gave him like the preview words and he was having me spell them out, he wasn't looking at the words I was spelling down, so he was saying coil, but he's going coal. Coal. So I'm writing C-O-A-L, and I'm getting all of them wrong, and he's like, no, coal. And I'm like, I have written coal 4 times, and he's like inside of electricity, coal. And you're like, my brain can't with you right now, full. Like the band foul. I don't know what that is. Aluminum foul, and you're like
baby deer.
Yeah, right. It's really is a. You have to learn how to speak Southern before you go down there.
My grandparents on my dad's side used to make me like
Diddy
buttered
equals story.
like buttered toast, or sometimes just, you know, butter on a slice of bread. But every time they gave me a piece of bread, I had to say butter.
It's I think that's the ones I remember the most was like, I remember distinctly one time my little cousin couldn't get his boots on, and he yelled up to my uncle and he went, "Diddy, I can't get my boots on." And I love Diddy. That one gets me every time. Diddy, I can't get my boots on. And every time I heard John Martin's son say, "My daddy taught me that," I thought, get that daddy out of your mouth. You make me sick to my stomach. Your daddy taught you that. My daddy taught me
My
that.
pa taught me that.
No, my daddy taught me that. Where are you from? My pa. What
Texas.
am I? That sounds like a Yankee. That's
My pa taught me that.
this Yankee over here. His pa. He's gonna go eat some grits. Not where I'm from. Yeah, that's another southern stuff. You want to ever see the nastiest food you ever seen in your life, Nougat? Look up grits. It's the worst thing ever, and it's huge in the South. My neighbor's dogs have discovered me. I can't hear a thing now. When you're back inside, give a peek to some grits and see how those jive with your tummy. I also realized that we have a time limit as I'm running through this place, and I've just been effing around.
Are grits basically just wet cornmeal?
I think isn't it like cornmeal with like butter and salt?
Pretty much.
Unless you're a Yankee and then you eat it with sugar. Yankee's a term for people in the North, Nougat. That's what the Southerners call people from the North. It was important during the Civil War, and for some reason they still call people that, and it has no relevance anymore. Everyone's the same from everywhere now, but they still call you a Yankee as if that means anything.
Or like a city person.
I mean, yeah. But again, I mean, they should go to Atlanta. Everywhere's a city now. Like, I mean, you're joking if you think that you don't have cities around you. Some heavy damage from something there. What was that? I tried to switch my gun. Thank you very much. Nice. Ow. I don't like that the explosion on my own gun hurts me. What is that?
We should just lean into our southern accents.
Oh, is that like the theme of the channel now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Country Boy Cult. Yee! Now, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get our ditties done downtown. Everyone, get that dumb purple out of your hair. Where we're from, it's Falcon Country. Red and black, baby. Let's get those racing stripes going. No, I don't watch NASCAR. I live NASCAR, boy. Sorry.
Longhorns?
Ooh, sorry, you can't get me into it like that. Like, I get really heated when you start getting me in the southern bit. We can't do the southern bit because I'll start getting heated. I'll start talking about American football all day, and I'll start getting really mad at people that don't know enough about my college football team. Roll Crimson Tide. You don't know Bama, boy. Bama knows you now. Alabama fans are the worst. I don't even like football. I could care less about sports, and you're still getting screamed at by people that are like, I don't even watch football. And they're like, so you don't even know what a Bama is? And you're like, I mean, I've heard it. Like, I'm not an idiot. I've heard of the state of Alabama, if that's what you're trying to get.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Talking about your grandma?
Yeah, right, I know. Who's the Old Miss? Do you know an Old Miss?
Unless all virulent life forms are neutralized.
Too many football teams. That's where I've always, you've really lost me when you get into college. That's where, like, I'm really lost. Like, I'll admit, I know I'm not a popular kid because I don't like football. I know that's like, it's American, and even if it's not football, I just don't really like sports in general. Sports don't do it for me. I'm an introvert. I don't do teams. I like video games, and I like being alone. And so for some reason, hanging out with you guys online doesn't perturb me the same way that it does in public, but like, I don't do great in public situations. So sports have never really been my thing. But I have always understood the tribalism behind it. I do get why people are so, like, into being a part of a team and all those things, you know, like getting into all these groups. But I also, I feel like you've really taken it to the next level when you're rooting for college football. It's like, oh my god, like, there's too many NFL teams for me to pay attention to. Oh my god, you should do an accent collab with Tina Bug. Ooh, I don't know who that is, but maybe I will. We'll accent collab it up. Southern is definitely my best harnessed one because I lived there, so I can get the Southern one down pretty well.
it.
I don't think I can. Have maybe I've attempted other accents. I probably stopped doing accents somewhere around the 2020s when people, any
You
accents.
could probably do a New York accent.
That's fair. I do have a lot of New York, my radio influence and my other influence. I got a lot of New Yorkers in my head. That's fair. I can do a New York one, all right. Give me a few seconds to think about something that, like Stern would say, or. You gotta hit that A hard. You know what I mean?
I'm walking here.
Yeah. Oh, like it's not an A. Walking.
Yeah.
That's the most common one, is people like to say that they're walking here. That's why you gotta think of things that only a true New Yorker would say when you do a New York accent. Let's try, Does it look like a fucking joke that you backed into my pickup? I'm gonna tell you something right now. I fucked up dudes for a lot less than a pickup, okay? So right now, unless you want to be picking up your teeth, I suggest you get over here and you kiss my huge ass, okay? What was that? You like that?
Yeah.
It's the huge where you really hit it.
Huge.
Trump gets in trouble for it all the time. I don't know. I forget that he's from New York constantly until he does the huge and you're like, oh, there it is. Never mind. There's no Y in that word. You know who had the best New York accent, though? Was Andrew Dice Clay. He had my favorite. I didn't mean to punch him in the mouth. It was the law. You know what I mean? They told me I had to kill the bugs with a big hammer. It was the law. You know what I mean? No one knows Dice Clay anymore. No one barely knew who Dice Clay was when he was around. Everyone knew his name, but can anyone actually name one of his comedy bits? Go. It's okay if you can't. I can't either. Remember that one where he's always like, I'm an asshole, you know? I mean, that was the bit. We're not gonna die this time. We got 3 minutes on the board. We're doing okay. I was keep forgetting that we have a new ability. I should be trying to use that as much as possible. Why so much damage down here? Why?
3 minutes until quarantine protocol initiation.
Oh. We don't need the quarantine, do we, though? Let's not do that. Nice, we did it. And we got Explorer up to level 1. New perk, Scavenger. What is that perk? Whoa, what's happening? Whoa.
Virulent life forms no longer detected in this sector. Quarantine protocol terminated.
And pickups increase all damage dealt. That's pretty good.
Alright, it's Riser's bedtime.
Nighty night. I hope you have a good night, Inquisitor Riser. We shall see you in the morning.
Nighty night.
Do good things.
Y'all come back now.
Y'all come back now.
Don't be strangers.
As long as you didn't say bless your heart. That's an insult in the South. That's the big one, is really you just don't want to hear anyone say that in the South.
Oh, bless his heart.
Oh. And he said a mean thing.
That's Texan for poor bastard.
That's Georgian for go fuck yourself. It's pretty clear down there. That's usually a good way when you know someone doesn't like your friends. So, what'd you think of my new girlfriend? Bless her heart. And you're like, oh wow, like, she must be bad.
The hater.
Yeah, no, I mean, for real, that's like a good sign. You probably should get rid of her or be prepared to lose your family when you marry her. One of the two. Alright, that felt like... See, there's another door right there with a key. Like, I feel like it's really trying to mess with my head about where I should be trying to use this key. Because we didn't find one here. What could that door be? Was that the door we missed the first time? It's one of the doors we missed the first time. It's not the one that was past the factory that had a weapon, though. There's a part of me that wants to hold on to it, because there is the one past the factory, and I know we're going to hit that again in this playthrough. But it stands to reason that it would be something even more valuable behind this door, because it doesn't have windows or anything. I can see the gun through that other door. I can't see what's through this door. Oh, I don't like it. This one's messing with me with the one key. We used the one key last time, and I think it gave us an amulet. I'm very hesitant about this door. We know we can come back to this place. Where are we at right now? This is the dormant Nerudian facility. So when we find the big facility, we can make the decision then for real if we want to come back to this or use it on that end one. Because the one in the factory really fooled us. That there's like a whole bunch of stuff going, wait. Sorry, there's like a part of me that vaguely remembers the dormant facility being the place that had it. Did I miss anything back here? No, it definitely wasn't this one. The one that I remember had like these giant like mechanical spider arms that were like building pods. And there was a door right at the beginning when we came in, and I used it there. And then when I got to the end, you could see there was another door there that had a key, but there were no other keys. It might be easier. No, we'll go from here. We'll head left out of the Timeless Horizon. No pressure to answer, but just out of curiosity, Dugat, does your son have any food or anything that he really enjoys? Any kind of like any like chocolates or anything like that, or any like gummies or anything he particularly likes? We can make sure we get those from that Colorado candy company. Get something cool for him. Oh, zombie people. Leave me alone, zombie people. I'm just exploring. We're not here for trouble. Okay, there's that big pressing facility. Oh, and I think has anyone seen the previews for the new Fallout TV show? Because that's weird. Do you have anyone feeling like that's going to end up stepping on the canon quite a bit in the games? I have a bad feeling about it. Unless it, like, covers a certain storyline, I have a bad feeling about it. Because they canceled the Fallout movie for the exact reason that it was going to be a lore breaker. I mean, I think they ended up having some budget issues and some other things along the way, but from what I understand, it was that one of the main plot points just wasn't jiving well with Bethesda, and because it would be like, because the movie companies, they make movies, so they can't leave things there, or at least they don't want to generally. The corporate wants to leave things like ambiguous, so they want to answer who started the nuclear war, but that was like a big like point of contention that they didn't necessarily want it to be discussed, like exactly who did it, because in the games it's like very left up to interpretation about who or who didn't do those things, so like I do get where they're coming from. Say at least with confidence now. We don't really know what will happen with the show and stuff, but they did leak the script from the Fallout movie, and the intention was, at least for the Fallout movie, that it was going to be revealed that Vault Tech was the one that dropped the bombs, and like that they were the ones that officially were the bringers of death to the end of the world, and that it was like basically for the intent of doing tests inside vaults, which, I mean, there is a lot of lore and stuff that would support that idea, but like, of course, that's where it's left up to interpretation. Like, did Vault Tech do it alone? Did Vault Tech do it just so they could experiment on people? Because like, yeah, that is something, but like with the purpose of what? Like, were they hoping of coming back out at some point, or is it just so you could do tests? Like, that doesn't make a ton of sense when you think about it, but I guess it does make sense if like there's the implications that like there was already like a lot of people who knew the war was coming, and that some of the artificial intelligence like sent false flags that made America shoot first, and like there are a lot of interesting implications. But I feel like Vault Tech just being the definitive answer is almost a little, it just feels not satisfying, right? Like there's something about that that's like, yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of thought Vault Tech had something to do with it, but not just like all of it, right? Like I don't think we assumed Vault Tech was like the only culprit here. That seems, again, I think the biggest question being like, well, what was the point of doing all of it then? So like, yeah, I mean, I guess you're doing experiments, but like, are you looking to create a new world order when you get out of the vaults, or you know what I mean? Which I'm sure the movie would have attempted to explain, but like, it still just feels like you're kind of cornering yourself. Not to mention, there's also the fun implications that if you do that, it does take away some of the more exciting implications. Of course, there's the implication at some point that the Zacians maybe had something to do with the nuclear war, like the aliens, which is kind of that could be an interesting storyline to say the least. But again, all those things can't come to fruition or be true if you give a definitive answer. It's best to just leave it float, I think. But I'm not a movie director, what the hell do I know? They're making a TV show, so maybe they'll go exactly that route, and I'll be sitting here eating crow. God, you guys are bastards. Oh my god, there's too many of them. I need to stop trying to fight them out there. I need to use that explorer ability. I just need to sprint my ass all the way there. It's not bad. It does increase our movement speed a decent amount.
Here we go.
Okay. Finished all my swale for now. It's one of those things that every time I look at it, I find something else to do. It sounds like you have a good productive mind though. That's a good thing. It's good to, sometimes it's better to do too much than not enough. You can always undo some stuff, you know what I mean? You can always come back, and if you decide there was some space that didn't need to be the way it was, just put it back. Maybe, I guess I don't know how changey things are. Yes, I'm sure that is a good workout. The shoveling is never easy, no matter what you're shoveling. Oh, can't go that way. Ah, save me! Alright, here we go. This is where we keep dying. We're not gonna die here this time. We're gonna sprint, we're gonna keep moving, we're gonna avoid these robots, we're gonna avoid these zombies. This one's for the goal. Dakota's making it down the main stretch. Go, go, go! Using his power that gives him speed and the power of extra exploration. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, there was a room over here. Big spooky robots everywhere. Nothing in that room. Okay, this doesn't feel good. This is nothing. What is happening out here? This is nothing. Is that an elevator or something? I thought that was just gonna go back up. Does that get us out? Whoa, shit. Just keep hustling. Get to the elevator. Ooh. That was a very close one. Those flaming hot Cheetos, licorice, mince, chocolate, not dark. Okay, I think we can meet something of that expectation. We obviously want to try and, we'll see if we can send him something he's never had before. Flaming hot Cheetos are good. Has he ever had Takis before? T-A-Q-I-S. They're kind of they're a little bit bigger out here in the United States. I don't know if they've made it out there yet, but they're like flaming hot Cheetos, but they're like basically like fried, they're like taquitos, basically, like just the shell of a taquito in small. Flamin' Hot Cheetos licorice mints. I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry, I've got that locked in. Well, I'll find something cool for him. I bet they make handmade licorice at that Colorado candy company, so I bet we could find some pretty good licorice. Hopefully it's good at least. It's handmade, right? Does handmade always mean good? Maybe. I don't know. Why does it do chittering? Does everything stop chittering? This is gonna be something big. Got a bad feeling about this one. This is the Astropath's Respite. I'm still holding on to that key. I'm not going back and using it. We can go back at any point and use it. I'm telling you, the game's trying to trick me into using that key early. There is definitely a door that we found that first playthrough, and I was salty as hell when I found it, and it turns out I couldn't use the key there.
Great. More bad news.
Oh god, these guys. Loving the slowdown ability on that laser. Well, this went down further than I anticipated. Let's go check this path real quick. Oh, and this one goes far up too. Okay, both those paths are pretty extensive. Oh, but that one might connect down here, so that's the path we were just following. Okay, good. I don't feel like I missed anything there then. That's what this is. That area there. That was an amulet we already had. Just making sure there's nothing. I guess we can go down. There's an elevator there. Is there anything down here? Whoa, enemies. Where are they coming from?
Glad that's over.
Make sure there's no doors in this elevator.
All right. Come and get some.
Killed them. The explosion did a little bit to us. That's all right. Nice. That was very lucky. He accidentally blew himself up hitting the top of that wall. Nice, another level up for our golden compass, metal detector. Increase ammo, currency, and metal drop rate chances for the entire party. Very good. More ammo is never a bad thing. More scrap is never a bad thing. Almost tricked me, shield guy. Almost ran right up on you there. Okay, yeah, we're getting like lots of galvanized iron drops. Seems like our drop rates have already increased like a lot. Okay. Yeah, this place is very winding. I assume we've been making, well, our scrap doesn't feel like it's as high as, it feels like we're getting a lot more like galvanized iron and things for upgrading, but I feel like our scrap is still not as high as I want it to be. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it usually takes like 2 or 3 levels, like these little like maps to go through before you have like decent scrap, but I guess I just expected a little bit higher with the new perk. Always more of you guys. Interesting, there's like a little place right there too. Looks like you can jump down from it, but how do you get into it? I see an elevator shaft right there. I wonder if that's one that you'll be able to access from lower. It does look like a middle section, right? That doesn't look like a drop-off point for the elevator. That looks like the elevator keeps going, so you have to jump off midway. Keep your eyes open for one. Oh, this took us up. Okay. Ah, a door like that. Those secret doors, good to keep your eyes out for them. Elevator shafts always seem to have them. Nice. Full yield recovery ring we actually already had, but that gives us scrap, so I'm not mad about that. Where's this go? Okay, this is maybe leading into that place I was just wondering about. Sorry, this is sickening, just trying to see if there's any doors. Oh nice, this is exactly that place I was looking at. There's a path that goes up the back, there's a chest up here, very good. Nice. Hard iron, scrap. And that's the, yeah, that's a shortcut back to it right there. Probably just so you don't have to go back all the way through, you can just go here and then recall the elevator. Don't have to hit the middle. Wife is home for lunch. Missed the last 5 minutes. That's awesome. Don't worry, nothing too crazy. Just exploring around. We found some. We found a secret path inside of this elevator shaft, and we went through there, which was pretty cool. Posted pics of my swale and my plants and anthology channel. Hell yeah! I can't wait to check it out, my man. You check it out right now. Why am I not? I love how I pretend like I'm not on a computer where I can do this stuff. Let's take a look at some swale. I want to see it. I want to see what the swale be looking like. Show me that swale. Swale, swale, swale. Oh my god. Like, I obviously don't have a ton of perspective for what you dug today, but that looks like a lot of digging, especially in that first photo. Looks like unbelievable amount of digging. Like, I assume you dug those trenches in, right? There's like kind of like outcroppings there in the dirt. I know it's not easy to see because you can't see what I'm looking at, but I'm impressed. And are this... So are the swale those like black stalk looking things? Or is that something else? Or are those trees you were burning the other day? I don't know anymore, Nougat. You have such an interesting, amazing life. Things are so busy, you know what I mean? How do you keep track of it all? One might wonder. It was flat hillside. That's so much digging, Nougat. I can't even believe how much digging that is. That's crazy. You look like you're getting ready for war. Got foxholes dug in your backyard now. You're ready. Grass, trees. Yeah, you really, that's like it was a lot of tear through. We went through this side door here, so we hit that last time. Let's make sure there's no more on the way up. I can't imagine there'd be two. Might look like more than what it is. I mean, regardless of what it was, I'm sure it was pretty impressive. I'm sure I would have, anyone who has not done that type of gardening and stuff would probably not be used to that undertaking. I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it when we figure out where this key goes. I know it's worth it. I know it goes somewhere. I burned my coil earlier, I left my vape in my pocket, and it turned up to like 70, which is like way above its wattage, and I took a hit of it, and oh my god. It's all burned now, it tastes terrible.
That's odd.
It is odd. Okay, if I remember, we need to pull down this chair, the last one. That's not down here.
Here we go.
Here we go. What, is there something fighting me? Oh, I'm sorry. Because you dig the trench and mound up what you dig on the downhill side. Okay, in the elevators, I assume? Oh. Short elevator ride. If I did miss an elevator in there, a little like side passage, that was a short one. Those damn electricity balls. It is easier if you can shoot them. Whoa. Didn't shoot that one. I was gonna say that noise doesn't sound good. It's just a cyber ghost. Nothing to be afraid of. Screw you, cyber ghost. Nice. What do you got next to you there? What is that? Rusted navigator pendant. We already had one of those.
The custodian has sealed our tomb.
which we understood now. Beck, it's hard for me to explain. Yeah, I can understand why it's hard to explain, but it certainly looks like a lot of work. I can at least empathize with the amount of effort that went into it. Uh-oh, we've awoken the ghosties. This might be bad. It's like twice as high because the dug soil adds to the wall height of the hole you dug. I see. Alright, Ghosty Goo, let's do it. Oh. Good hit. Not so bad right now. It's once he starts getting the other ghosts with him that he becomes a problem. This part is annoying, but not that bad. Just a lot of dodging. That I didn't do right there. This part gets hard when he starts doing all the lasers you need to dodge and he starts summoning other ghosts. Oh. Not my best dodge. Fried rice and summon curry for lunch. That sounds yummy. Okay, Stomp does not destroy his little laser things. It's okay. One of the biggest adjustments we're making here is that this new secondary perk is like essentially not a secondary perk. It's just like gives you better items, which is good, but that means we don't have our doggy to help us out fight anymore. We also started that fight with no power-ups or anything, so this one should go a little better help. Then 2 of those. Like, it's unreal how much damage that's doing. Again, I know it's a harder difficulty, but geez, one hit takes off like 75% of my health. Ooh, thought I was out of line on that one. Bringing out more of his little ghosty friends. Vicious and his thick skin. Now, in the harder difficulty, I didn't just notice until now, but in the harder difficulty, it appears the main bosses also have modifiers on them now. Damn, that was our first knockdown. I don't like this.
Damn it.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they really get hard with the main bosses on the harder difficulty. Gotta drink some of my special tonics, see if those help out. It's feeling good. Couldn't shoot him fast enough, I was reloading. Alright, this is gonna be a little intense here, but we got it. Go. So bad at dodging that one. Out of shotgun ammo. Whoa, he's really going for it now. Okay, that's our first knockdown. Never give up. Can't give up now. It's watching us, mocking us, subtly and not subtly at the same time. That's just the worst kind of mocking. Please back off. Jeez. Going for a big one here. We'll take it. Damn. Had him so close that time.
I think he'll find I'm quite hard-headed.
Here they come.
Really down on that bullshit. Doesn't have to worry about pistol ammo. Like the ghost parts are hard, the laser parts are hard. I cannot believe how much damage those stupid little ones do. Like, it's ridiculous. They hit you for so much damage.
Jeez, this guy's tough. Seems like my slowdown time thing isn't working on him. Maybe we should try a different... Maybe do weak 2... The Voltaic one's kind of good. The space crabs are also pretty good. Let's try the space crabs. And maybe because the stomp doesn't seem to be doing us a lot of good, I'm gonna go for Juggernaut and switch over that skill so that we get a bulwark when we're fighting him. That's mainly, the dog didn't give us a ton of buffs, but he gave us enough buffs that boss fights were a little easier. This, he definitely has added a bit of a challenge there. It's also worth noting that our guns are at full level at the moment, so it's not like we can go back to Ward 13 and upgrade. We have done the upgrades we're gonna do.
Here we go.
Now it's just about getting good. Patient too. I get a little excited with the shots sometimes and try to get the health down like it's going to be the killing shot. I just need to be patient, jump when I need to jump, hop when I don't, all that good stuff. Going for a big AoE. Not a great dodge. Those are the guys that are my big issue right now. Not the little ghosts, those little balls. Gotta remember, once he does round 2, that's like what he drops when he attacks. That's just like what he does. Attacks, drops 2 little balls. Ouch. I'm happy I at least got knocked down before those could explode. That would have really sucked. Okay, things are going dark. Forgot to use my special ability, that was stupid. That's why boss fights take me so many times. I adjust to make the boss fight easier and then I forget what I did. Pistol. Let the exploding spiders handle that one, Ghost. I have to handle this one. Very low on ammo in this fight. Stop summoning ghosts. Got him. Woo! That was tough.
Yeah, that's right. Ah, you messed with the wrong gal. Whew.
Oof. That was a good boss fight. That was fun. Exit is this way? Anything else in there to make sure I'm not missing like a room or anything? No? Alright. That still wasn't the factory, which is odd. That looks important. Probably important to whatever they do. Oh, there's a chest right there. That's the important thing. Noise, 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 noise. Really, 143 scrap. That feels low. I also probably should use my perk before I open chests. Give us some better endurance. Nice. I think that's our last Seeker's key right here, too.
This looks important.
I like that she says that on the third key, like she knows it's important. We know. We're quite aware of how important those are. Alright, is there like two little paths off to the side here I missed? Or does that just look... Those look more like jutted off than they do in the actual world? Let's see where this takes us. And again, if this takes us into the factory, it'd be good. Now, of course, this is going to be we're saving this key, and then we're not going to hit the factory on this playthrough. It's going to randomize and not have that one. Oh, interesting. This is that door that we thought we were saving a key for. This one just leads right to the big doorway. We'll see where this leads to, because if this leads straight to a boss fight, then we don't want to do that. We'll go use the key. We don't want to waste the key. I think we've had enough fun with you guys for one day. How about you just back off? Beautiful, now we can use our 3 keys.